Welcome to Webb City Cardinals Baseball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Webb City Cardinals. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
And welcome to a beautiful afternoon here at Barnes Stadium for another baseball contest between the Webb City Cardinals and the visiting Glendale Falcons. Good afternoon, and Scott Boudreau here along with Will Hedrick, Luke Taylor back at our studios. The Cardinals coming off a disappointing loss on Saturday to the Springfield Catholic group. Dropped that one 12-2, but prior to that, Will had reeled off 4 straight wins and come into today's ball game really just kind of right the ship a little bit, you might say, off of that Saturday loss.
Yeah, I got a little chip on their shoulder, and most definitely not pleased with their performance. But, you know, this team hasn't started off very good, but they've been able to build themselves back up and able to find some key players in the depth chart, and they've gotten a little bit of riding here in the starting lineup, and once again they're looking to push their little win series that they've had going on here.
It's the Cardinals and the Falcons of Glendale here this afternoon. We'll come back with our starting lineups and some keys to winning. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Who Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at whohot.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
Welcome back to Barnes Field. Here is the Webb City Cardinals set to play the Glendale Falcons. Let's give you the starting lineups. First for the visiting Falcons, leading off will be Kyle Julian, followed by Sebastian Norman. Easton Friesen bats third. Brady Yates bats fourth. Dominic Licata bats fifth. Graham Satterwhite bats sixth. Reed Jackson, the DH, bats seventh. Noah Goforth bats eighth. And Charlie Habel bats ninth. And playing first base is Blaze Thompson. For your Webb City Cardinals, leading off will be Andrew Young, followed by Carson Myers. Brock Renfro, the DH. Mason Young playing third base, bats fourth. Luke Beverlin playing first, bats fifth. Hudson Bird bats sixth. Bryson Bard, the catcher, bats seventh. Dawson McMullen, the right fielder, bats eighth. And Brock Strickland, the shortstop, bats ninth. It'll be the Cardinals and the Falcons on the mound for the Cardinals this afternoon. Tate Lewis. And Tate, right-handed pitcher, getting some final warm-up tosses in. Will, what are the keys for winning for the Cardinals this afternoon?
Well, our first off, keys to winning are sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. Qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 in scholarships automatically at Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/Moso-Merit and apply today. Those keys to winning will start with Tate Lewis on the mound for the Cardinals. Like to see a good quality start out of him, see how long he can go.
Bunt by Julian, the leadoff man, picked up by Tate Lewis, and down the first for the out. Great reaction. And if you're going to ask the defense behind you to play, how about starting it with an example right there from Tate?
Well, that was going to be a little extension onto one of the keys. Tate trusting his fielders behind him, just go up there, throw strikes, and let your fielders do the work. And then the second key on the offensive side, the Cardinals are going to need a few timely hits in this game if they're going to want to put up some runs.
Sebastian Norman, the third baseman for the Falcons, in the batter's box now, takes an 0-1 pitch. And here comes the next one over the inside corner. Lewis pours it in there, and the strong look of this young man looks like a guy that could handle the bat a bit. Certainly someone you want to keep off the bat. And the 0-2 pitch coming. Inside that time. Trying to keep it in on the hands, not let Norman extend those arms. He looks like he's got the power. Lewis out of the stretch. Grounder to short. Up with it, Strickland over to first, digging it out of there for the out. Nice pickup there by Luke Beverland. And quickly, 2 up, 2 down for the Falcons. Well, you got to like that start.
Yeah, definitely. Like we just said, trust in your fielders. A great play by Braden Strickland, getting that short hop right in front of him, and then an excellent pick over at first base by Luke Beverland.
Easton Friesen, a left-handed batter, steps in there. He'll be the pitcher for the Falcons this afternoon. And he takes a strike over the outside corner, left-handed batter. Here comes the pitch from Lewis. Shot into right field, down the line. It'll get down for 1. He wants 2. And over to pick it up is McMullen. It's safely in the second on a 2-out double is Easton Friesen for the Falcons. He took a pitch up high that time. Looked like a breaking pitch. And he just rode that one right into right field for the double.
Yeah, turned on the inside fastball in fairly easy 2-out double.
Brady Yates steps in there now for the Falcons. Yates, the shortstop, right-handed batter. And breaking ball in there, swinging a miss. 0-1 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. We're just underway. 64 degrees. Wind blowing out of the west a bit. Makes it feel a little bit cooler, but a perfect day for baseball. And Lewis didn't like what he had. Maybe he was going to get a different sign. Now he'll adjust the glove. Back in the stretch. Now ready to bring it home. And the 0-1 is fouled out of play down the right field line. In the windshield territory down there if you're just brave enough to park. Oh, and 2 now with 2 outs. Lewis would love to get out of there here with no more damage. Yates has other things in mind. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 over the outside corner, and down go the Falcons. They get 1 hit, leave a man at the end of half an inning. It's the Cardinals nothing and the Falcons nothing. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network. Back here in 60 seconds.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Welcome back to Barnes Field. Falcons leave a man on base, but Lewis otherwise looked pretty sharp there in the early going, Will, to start that ball game. And now the Cardinal hitters will have their chance to come up against Friesen, who got the only hit of the first inning.
Yeah, Lewis, as Coach Doning has said a couple times, he's been coming along very, very nicely in the pitching game. Also, we want to remind you some of the sponsors for tonight's ball game: Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvis Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, along with Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance, and Financial Services.
Young takes the first pitch for a strike over the inside corner from Easton Friesen, the right-hander for the Falcons. They're in at third. Young, a guy who loves to get on base a variety of ways, takes the next one a ball low. Friesen working quickly. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. It's a curveball over the inside corner this time. Broke inside. Maybe been a slider the way that thing broke sideways. Now 1-2, and Young will have to protect the plate. Here comes a pitch. He'll sky this one out of play. Spoils a outside pitch that time. Third baseman Norman backs up to normal depth just behind the bag. And this one a chopper to first. See if Young can beat him. It goes down the line as the first baseman missed it with his glove outstretched. It took a big hop. Normally you want that big hop. And I don't know if he was worried about the pitcher not coming over in time, Will, but a break for Andrew Young.
Well, first baseman was just, I couldn't tell if he was just out of position or if the ball was spinning, but I mean, he was fully outstretched with his left arm and glove, and the ball just barely got past his glove. So Andrew Young definitely with a break there, but you mentioned he'll get on base any way he can.
Carson Myers takes a pitch. He showed a bunt that time. They're in at third. See what kind of rotation the Falcons want to put on here. Cardinals could go sacrifice here. They could send Young on his own. Throw back to first. He's in there safely. Young put the slide glove on now. He's free to run. 0-1 pitch coming. It's in there for strike two on the inside corner. Carson Myers down in the count, 0-2. Friesen has his sign. And pitch outside. Young going to second. And just in there off the short hop. Good swipe tag by the shortstop Yates that time. But Young just enough speed, and he did the wise thing. He went to the outfield side of the bag to get in there safely.
Yeah, and that's something that they've been doing. Andrew Young, for the past couple of games, the first time he gets on, most of the time he's stealing.
1-2 pitch is way outside, 2-2. And I think they were trying to waste that pitch to try to throw the runner out. Now the count even, 2-2 to Myers. He can be thinking base hit here. It's in there for strike three. On a called strike over the outside corner, the fastball does the damage for Friesen, and one out now for the Cardinals. Now Brock Renfro, the DH for the Cardinals, in there to try to get that first RBI of the afternoon. When the leadoff man does his job, sets the table, you really want to see one of the next two guys come through with that RBI hit, Will.
Yeah, and like we were talking about in the pregame with our keys to winning, you're going to need some of those timely hits to score guys from second and third.
A shot down the right field line is foul, evens the count 1-1 to Renfro. Friesen has a little hop on his fastball. You saw it in the pitch to Myers. This one fouled down the right field line. It'll go just out of play. Young was 3 for 4 on the day. Renfro extended his hitting streak to 7, and he'd like to go to 8 right here and get an RBI to go with it. A 1-1 count on Brock Renfro. Friesen looks back at second, now brings it home. Curveball fouled out of there. That's when you know the guy's strong, is he takes an inside pitch like that, still able to fist it all the way back around to the right field side.
Yeah, and he's done an excellent job this year of hitting it the other way. Coach Doning's talked about it a couple times, but he's strong enough. He can take kind of awkward pitches, just stick his bat out there and poke it the other way.
Strike 3 over the outside corner as Renfro let one go by. I think he thought it was going to be just enough outside. Instead, strikes out. Now Mason Young comes to the plate, and let's show a little brotherly love here. How about that? Bring Andrew home from second any way you can. 2 outs. Don't want to waste that leadoff man. And that's a balk. Yeah, I don't know what Friesen was doing. He started to come home and just kind of fell forward and clearly not in the proper pitching position. So now Young could get home on a pass ball or still could come home on a base hit. Mason Young waiting for the first pitch. And a shot to second base. Over to first for the out. And down go the Cardinals. They leave a man. 1 hit, no errors. At the end of 1 inning, it's the Cardinals nothing, the Falcons nothing. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Here this afternoon on a beautiful day for baseball. Both teams put a runner on in scoring position in that first inning, but unable to bring him home. And now Dominic Licata, the center fielder for the Falcons, steps in there against Tate Lewis for the Cardinals. And his preference is to just pitch out of the stretch all the time, Will.
Yeah, it seems like that's what he likes to do. That's what he wants to do. And, I mean, if that's what you're comfortable with as a pitcher, I'd say go for it.
First one in there fouled off. 0-1 pitch coming. Curveball into center field. On comes Young, still coming. And the ball hanging up just enough with that west wind that he came in all the way near where shortstop Strickland was, but able to get the out.
Number 8, Graham Satterwhite.
That'll bring in the catcher for the Falcons, Graham Satterwhite. Lewis brings the first one home. A chopper down the first base line, foul. One thing Lewis is doing early on, not only is he throwing strikes, he's making them put it in play as well. Here comes the 0-1 pitch, top of the second inning here at Barnes Field. Smothered in the dirt that time. Good stop by Bryson Bard, the Cardinal catcher. 1-1 the count with 1 out. And the next pitch, he fooled him on a breaking ball high that time. Had him out in front. It's 1-2. Lewis seems to have a good variety of pitches in his repertoire. There's a 1-2 pitch, and this one socked into left field for a base hit. That was a curveball or a change that looked like it just hung that time, Will.
Yeah, a little bit on the inside part of the plate, and Satterwhite just turned on it, took it right out into left field, and we'll have a courtesy runner for him. See what that is here in just a minute.
It is Grant Curtis.
The designated hitter, number 34, Reed Jackson.
Reed Jackson, the DH for the Falcons, steps in with a runner on him, 1 out. Curtis with a lead just beyond the cutout. There's strike 1 to Reed Jackson. 7th man in the order for the Falcons. We're scoreless here in the top of the 2nd. Lewis looks at first, throws to first, ball gets by. And Curtis will hop down to 2nd. He short-armed that one a little bit and threw it in the dirt. And it just skipped right under the glove that time of Luke Beverland. Sometimes you win trying to hold that runner on. Sometimes you give up a error as they do there. First error of the afternoon on the Cardinals. This one skied. First baseman Beverland looking for it near the Falcons' dugout and stays with it as the wind holds it in. And Lewis gets the batter, which is as important as anything. Now 2 outs with a runner at second base for Noah Goforth.
The right fielder, number 18, Noah Goforth.
Goforth, the right fielder for the Falcons. Tate Lewis has his sign. Brings the first pitch home. Curveball in there for a strike. And talk about mixing up your pitches. It's being able to throw that strike when you want to with a curveball or a fastball will, and that really bodes well for Lewis so far in this early going. There's the next pitch. Right down central. Swing and a miss. Quickly 0-2 to Goforth. Runner at second is Curtis, the courtesy runner. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And down go the Falcons. And 2 times now in as many innings, they leave a runner on base. No runs, a hit. A man left at the end of 1.5. It's the Cardinals nothing, the Falcons nothing. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Welcome you back to Barnes Field. Scott Boudreau along with Will Hedrick. Luke Taylor back at our studios. And Luke Beverland, the first baseman, takes a strike on a nice slider from Friesen to start the bottom of the 2nd inning. We're scoreless. And this one a pop-up. First baseman calling for it. Backs up. And now has it for the out.
The second baseman, number 3, Hudson Bird.
That'll bring in Hudson Bird, the second baseman for the Cardinals. As the season wears on, well, one of the things we talk about is you love the bottom half of your lineup to start being able to be the part of the lineup that sets the table for you as well, not just the first 3 or 4 guys, but the 6, 7, 8, 9 guys as well.
Yeah, and especially whenever you've got Andrew Young at the top. If you can get a few guys at the bottom of your lineup that can get on, and then you get Andrew Young, a guy that gets on pretty often, you got a good chance to get some runs in.
Quickly 1-2 to Hudson Bird. Have to protect the plate now with one out. There's a pitch. It's wild and outside. 2-2 the count. And a quick timeout by our home plate umpire, Troy Teal, now ready to go. Friesen has his sign. 2-2 pitch. Curveball fouled back. He was right on top of that one. And the count remains 2-2. Friesen shakes the sign, now has it. And the pitch hit him. Troy Teal may say you didn't try to get out of the way, or maybe he thinks he didn't get it at all. Now it's going to be a full count. Bird will have to get on some other way. A shot into left center field. This could get down. Just getting there, though, is the left fielder, as Kyle Julian made a nice run on that. When it left the bat, it looked like it was going to hit the gap. But as I mentioned, got a bit of a breeze coming out of the west here this afternoon and evening. And that one hung up just enough.
Number 22, Bryson Bard.
So 2 outs now for the Cardinals. The catcher, Bryson Bard, comes to the plate. Well, that one looked like it had eyes for a minute until the weatherman got a hold of it.
And also, got to give credit to Julian. He saw it all the way, and he was able to get a pretty good jump on it.
1-0 the count on Bard. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Next pitch in there. He's got that slider going. It's breaking away from these righties. 1-1 the count. Next pitch is outside, 2-1. He says 3-1, says Troy Teal. We'll catch up with him. Bard awaits a 3-1 pitch. It's low and a walk. So Cardinals in back-to-back innings now put a man on, and Bard will be at first with 2 outs. Now a courtesy runner for him.
Snodgrass Collision Center is honored to serve the area and support our local schools, located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, and specializes in complete body and frame repair, 4-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game.
Barrick Hoffman, the courtesy runner, as McMullen, the right fielder for the Cardinals, takes ball 1 on the inside part of the plate. And another one high. It's quickly 2-0. Trying to live with that little bender he's had going, talking about Friesen the pitcher. Now McMullen checks the secret code on the wrist on the sign from head coach Andrew Donig down there at third, and takes a strike over the inside corner. It's 2-1. And hustling back to the bag is Hoffman on the throw over. Dawson McMullen takes another look down there at third. Friesen with a 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. See if they send the runner here with 2-2 count and 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, but a throw over instead. Hoffman with good speed over there. See if he gets to the cutout. Right foot is there. That'll be a ball way outside, and we go full one more time. Now Coach Donig will flash some signs. Hoffman should be off with the pitch here with a 3-2 count. And it stays inside. And another walk. Now 2 men aboard with 2 outs.
The shortstop, number 9, Braden Strickland.
Braden Strickland will come to the plate. Just what we were talking about earlier, Will. Here's the bottom of the lineup, an opportunity to get the scoring started for the Cardinals. Strickland with the opportunity here. He skies this one, pops it up, and the catcher going back just has it for the out on a dandy play against the fence in front of the Falcons' dugout. And the Cardinals leave a couple here at the end of 2. It's the Cardinals nothing, the Falcons nothing. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Third inning here. We'll tell you that Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency's served the area since 1945, located at 108 North Main Street in Webb City, offering insurance plans for auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 673-1242 or online at RoderickInsuranceAgency.com. Here to take you through the third, fourth, and fifth, my good friend Will Hedrick.
Leading off for the Glendale Falcons, the second baseman, Charlie Hable. First pitch to him comes in low at the dirt for ball 1. Lewis now comes set and delivers the second pitch. That one is chopped over foul towards Mason Young at third base. It'll even the count at 1-1. Back into the batter's box goes Hable. Gets in his stance. Tate comes set and delivers the 1-1. That one on the outside corner for strike 2.
If you're a batter this afternoon, you better be ready to swing the bat. The amount of strikes being called this afternoon.
Tate now delivers the 1-2. A curveball. Just a little high. It'll even the count at 2-2.
Didn't get that 12-6 action he wanted that time.
Tate brings the glove to his face and delivers the 2-2. That one, foul tip, but caught by the catcher for strike 3. They throw it around the diamond. That'll be the third strikeout for the pitcher, Lewis.
We'll tell you that proudly supporting the Cardinals, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs. BDR provides payroll, bookkeeping, bill payment services for churches, small businesses. Baker Davis Roderick is located at 920 East 15th Street in Joplin. For more information, call 782-0829 or online at bdrcpas.com. And we know they're busy today. It's tax season and it's tax day.
Back to the top of the lineup for the Falcons. Kyle Julian, he watched the first pitch go by for strike 1. That next pitch comes in low for ball 1. Lewis with the 1-1 delivery. That ball up high.
Both pitchers have been working quickly in this ball game.
Still pitching from the stretch is Lewis. He comes set. The 2-1 delivery, that one hit up the middle. It goes through the glove of the second baseman, Bird.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get that on one hop that time. He was in position, Don't know if it took a weird angle on him at the last minute or he just took his eyes off it, but
Number 14, Sebastian Norman.
an error there on the second baseman and runner aboard for the Falcons.
That'll go down as the second error on the Cardinals today. And now the third baseman, Sebastian Norman. He's got the orange back curveball in there for strike one. He's got the red arm sleeve on the right arm. Checks his call sheet in his back pocket. Puts it back. And now he settles into the box. And now Lewis is going to step off and regather himself.
And a verbal conversation between the first base coach and the runner down there at first.
Lewis, the delivery. This one hit high and back towards the screen, out of play.
Sometimes you go through the code sheet and all the arm signs and wiggles you want, but you still just got to say, yes, you're stealing.
An 0-2 count. Lewis up in the count against Norman. Julian over at first base. He gets his lead right at the edge of the cutout. The 0-2 delivery. That one in the dirt for ball number one.
Well, Lewis able to be stubborn right there if you get him to chase that pitch. As I said in his first at bat, this is not a guy you want his arms extended when he takes a swing.
Well, we could even see on that foul ball that he hit back over our heads, that ball got out of our field of view in a hurry. That one fouled back to the screen.
Lewis challenged him that time with a fastball, but kept it up in the eyes, and he couldn't lay off it, but still advantage Lewis there if he comes back maybe with something low in the dirt one more time. It's still ahead in the count 1-2.
Well, I'd look for maybe some sort of breaking pitch on the outside. Umpire's been giving them that all day long so far, so if you can keep it low and away for the big tall Sebastian Norman. That one is going to hit into center. The wind is going to curve it back in, and it'll drop.
Perfect example right there, Will, what we were talking about. Looked like on the first break from Andrew Young, he might have had a chance at it, but that was like a dying quail out there in the short center field off the bat of Mr. Norman, and now runners first and second with just one out.
Yeah, Andrew Young just misjudged it, didn't quite see it the right way, and he ended up just standing there watching it fall in.
They're giving some attention down there at second base. While we wait for that, we'll tell you that supporting Cardinal Athletics is Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. They offer flower bouquets for all occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, funerals. Find out more about Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. Call 673-3780.
Giving some attention to Julian over at second base now. Seems to be okay. He's got his lead. Norman now over at first. The pitcher, Friesen, back up. He had a two-out double his first time at bat to right field.
Yeah, he just took a solid breaking pitch up in the eyes, and you can tell he's capable of handling the bat. Lewis trying to show him something different this at bat.
Swings at that one, hits it foul. And that'll push the count to 0-2 once again. It's a scoreless game here at Barnes Field. 0-0. We're in the top of the third inning, but the Falcons are threatening with two guys on and only one out. Tate now comes set. The 0-2 delivery to Friesen. That one rings him up on the outside corner. He'll go down looking. Friesen not happy with it.
No, not at all. Over the black that time on the outside corner, and Friesen, you could tell, expected a different call, and no doubt he'll be asking for that call when he gets back on the mound. But 2 outs now, more importantly, for the Cardinals.
A very crucial out right there for Tate. Up next is the shortstop Brady Yates. He'll foul this one off behind him.
Still got to deal with Yates here with those 2 men aboard. Getting ahead once again is Lewis, though, important in this at-bat.
Yates was the first strikeout victim for the Falcons. He went down looking his first time. Lewis shakes off one call. Now he'll deliver that one in there for strike 2.
Our sponsors include the Big Nickel, Prelude Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs.
For the 3rd time in a row, he's got an 0-2 count. Now here with 2 outs, he nods at that call. Delivers the 0-2, got him swinging, strike 3. Another strikeout for Lewis today. That'll end the top of the 3rd inning. The Falcons, they stranded 2. The Cardinals will take their next at-bat. Back with more Cardinal baseball here in 60 seconds. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
We'll tell you that the Northwest Arkansas Naturals return home to Arvest Ballpark on Tuesday night, April 22nd, as they begin a 6-game homestand versus the Tulsa Drillers. That goes through Sunday, April 27th. For ticket information, visit NWANaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO.
The Cardinals will send the lefty Andrew Young back to the plate. If you recall, back in the 1st inning, he reached first base on a weird hopping ground ball over to first base. That was able to squeak through the infield. He returns now to the plate to face Friesen for the 2nd time. First pitch, that one will be fouled out of play down the 3rd base line.
Young managed to get to 2nd and then to 3rd on a balk. Just couldn't get him home with 2 outs. Trying to reset the plate right here.
That pitch over in the other batter's box, it'll even the count at 1-1. Both teams still looking for their first run. Next pitch, that one will be grounded through the whole base hit into right field. Andrew Young will reach first base once again.
Well, you just see the intellectual prowess of an Andrew Young when he's able to just take a pitch inside, still hit it in the hole where he needs to, just to put himself on base and set this table like we talked about.
Yeah, that's exactly why you see him batting first in the lineup, a guy that you can trust, a guy that you know knows how to get on base. There will be a bunt attempt that just rolls foul by the next Cardinal batter, Carson Myers. It was looking pretty good at first, just rolling down the line, but ended up just bouncing foul. And we're going to have just a quick timeout as Friesen adjusts the cleat, and he'll settle back onto the rubber. Myers will square up to bunt again, but not before a quick little throw over to first check on Andrew Young. They know that he likes to steal. They want to keep him as close to first base as they can. Myers squares up to bunt again, pulls back. It'll be outside for ball one.
Second time in as many at-bats, Myers asked to try to get aboard or move a runner.
He'll square up to bunt once again. A curveball. That one hung upstairs. Ball two.
Friesen keeping it out of the zone, hoping Myers would offer at it, but since he's trying to bunt, actually it makes you a little more disciplined sometimes at the plate.
Myers will square up to bunt once again. That one looked like he started running just a little bit too early, pulled the bat back, and fouled it off behind home plate. And now with 2 strikes, you expect him to be swinging away here.
Yeah, you want to be dropping that bat as you're attempting that bunt just to kill it.
The 2-2 pitch to Myers. A curveball. That one is going to be hit real high and out of play.
That was a hanging curveball for sure, Will. And Myers, after a couple failed bunt attempts, saw something up in the eyes that he could at least pull and get a good swing.
The 2-2 delivery once again fouled back to the screen.
A good job staying alive here. Friesen has thrown him about the whole repertoire on this at bat.
We'll redo the 2-2 pitch once again, but a quick check on Andrew Young. Make sure he's not thinking anything about taking second base once again. We haven't seen him take off yet, and there he goes. A strikeout as Myers swings and misses. Andrew Young will take second base, though, for the second time. And they're actually going to be sending Andrew Young back to first base.
You're going to call an obstruction there? Yeah, they pointed at the batter Myers there. And Andrew Donig going to come and ask our home plate umpire, Troy Teal. It was a pretty normal swing and a miss, but if Myers stepped across the plate or something of that nature, enough to bother the catcher's throw.
Number 7, Brock Renfro.
That appears to be the case, and Young still at first base with 1 out now. Renfro had a chance his first time up.
First pitch to Renfro. He'll take that one into left field for a base hit.
Yeah, he went down there like he was hitting a pitching wedge and just kept it on the ground. And scooted past Norman at third, and now let's see if that obstruction call is more important than that. Young might have been able to come home on that had he been at second, but nevertheless, you keep the inning going here.
And Brock Renfro will extend his on-base streak. He now reaches first for the first time today, and with 1 out, Mason Young will come to the plate. That pitch on the inside corner for strike 1, and we're going to have a quick chat between our catcher Friesen our pitcher Friesen and the catcher Satterwhite. Just chat about something real quick, make sure they are on the same page.
Eight straight games now for Renfro with a hit.
Next pitch to Mason Young. That one outside for a ball. Even the count at 1-1.
Love to see Young be able to take one down the right field line if he got the opportunity here.
The 1-1 pitch to Mason Young. That one, breaking ball pushed a little bit too far outside. That'll push the count to 2-1. Mason Young with a big breath. And now he settles back into the box, waving the bat above his shoulder. Friesen comes set and delivers the 2-1. That one inside for strike 2. Evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Once again, he shows his variety. Missed with the breaking pitch outside, came back with a fastball inside and got Young for the 2-2.
Got to protect the plate here with 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch swings away, chopper over to third, up and over to first for out number 2. The third baseman, Norman, opted to just go on ahead and get the sure out at first base.
Yeah, good timing by Young on his run from second to third. Made sure Norman was coming forward where he could just run behind him. Still in scoring position now. Young and Renfroe with 2 outs. See if the Cardinals can capitalize with 2.
And there's a hit up the middle from Luke Beverlin, and it's missed by the shortstop. 1 run will score. Brock Renfroe will go on ahead and stay at third base, but the shortstop, Brady Yates, coming over, just missed the ball with his glove. And you could tell he was very frustrated as he knew instantly that he had missed it.
Yeah, it almost looked like he was already thinking about the runner coming home, distracted by that.
Number 3, Hudson Bird.
Ends up dropping the ball, and the Cardinals get their first run of the afternoon and evening.
Luke Beverlin now stands on first base, and a weird little step over to third base. Checked Luke Beverlin. That one will be a chopper back up the middle, grabbed by the second baseman over to first for the out. So the Cardinals, they stranded 2, but not before they scored 1. They now lead 1-0 against the Glendale Falcons. Back here in 60 seconds, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Cardinals plate the first run of the afternoon, lead at 1-0 as we go the top of the 4th. And we'll tell you that you can download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone apps at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club. Well, timely execution there by the Cardinals. They squeeze a run home, and even if it's on an error, that's why you put the ball in play.
Yeah, may not look very pretty, but at the end of the day, the only column that really matters is the runs column. This one is going to be popped up really high, and it'll go out of play. The Glendale batter to lead off this top of the 4th inning is Licata.
Mr. Licata. Dominic Licata.
He's out in center field. He'll now work with an 0-1 count. Pitch from Lewis. He'll square up to bunt. Lewis will throw it over to first, and Beverlin going down to get it will get the first out.
Luke just stays ready and flexible like a first baseman should. Whether he's got to stretch for it or pick it clean that time. He bent his knees, able to pick up the low throw, get the out. Good fielding once again by Tate Lewis.
Yeah, second time we've seen him come off the mound and scoop up a ball, throw it over to first. Batting now for the Falcons, Graham Satterwhite, the catcher. He was able to reach on a single his first time up. First pitch to him comes in high for ball one. The next pitch, a big swing for strike one.
You could see Tate Lewis after that first pitch reorganizing his hand and his delivery. Didn't like something about that first one.
The 1-1 delivery. This one's going to be hit out to Andrew Young in center field. He'll work his way under it, make the catch, and it'll be a quick 2 outs for the Glendale Falcons. And now batting the designated hitter, the big man, Reed Jackson. He'll go on ahead and settle in on the right side. He fouled out to Luke Beverlin at third. This one is going to be hit high and into shallow right field. It'll work foul, and a diving attempt by Dawson McMullen in right field couldn't haul it in. But an excellent effort by that young man, as well as Luke Beverlin and Hudson Bird, who were all hustling over to try and make that play. With the wind blowing out that way, surely it was...
Yeah, it got pushed more towards the right field fence than maybe what he would have originally expected, but that was a long way to run. He's playing straight away in right field, made a great attempt to get there.
Jackson will settle back into the box. Lewis will come set with 2 outs. The 0-1. This one turned on and fouled down third base next to the Cardinals dugout. And Jackson is going to have to work back from an 0-2 count. The 0-2 delivery, a curveball just inside. Couldn't quite get it there. That'll be ball one. The 1-2 delivery, another breaking pitch. Hit off the end of the bat, foul. We will redo the 1-2. On deck for the Falcons, Noah Goforth. Stands in the batter's on deck circle, but he'll have to wait till next inning as Jackson strikes out swinging. It'll be 3 up, 3 down for Tate Lewis. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Cardinals will take their at bat, try and extend their lead even more. They lead 1-0 back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Welcome you back to Barnes Field here as the Cardinals bat in the bottom of the fourth. Bard up there first for the Cardinals. Swings and misses the first pitch.
The Cardinals will send up to the plate Bard. He grounds one over to the shortstop. He'll throw it up over to first and get the first out, but as I was saying, they'll send up Bard, McMullen, and Strickland. Number 18, Dawson McMullen over there in right field. He was able to work a walk his first time at bat. He'll settle into the batter's box and face Friesen for the second time. That pitch is going to be hit hard but foul down the third base line. And that'll be a quick strike. That next pitch, a curveball hit high just on the edge of the infield, and it'll be hauled in by the shortstop, Yates. Back-to-back plays by the shortstop after committing that error in the last innings, giving the Cardinals their first run. He now makes back-to-back plays. And the Cardinals' own shortstop, Braden Strickland, will come to the plate. First pitch to him, a curveball hung upstairs, ball one.
Need Strickland to get aboard to keep the streak alive for the Cardinals. They have a base runner in every inning so far. Scoring that one run in the bottom of the third.
That pitch now comes in high, and it'll be 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch to Strickland. Checked his swing. They'll appeal down to first base. He did not go.
He'd take one more ball to take a walk.
And there is that walk. Strickland.
See, now, I've been accused of the announcers jinxing the guys at the free throw line, Will, but I said he had to go 4 for 4 here, get a man on in every inning so far. And Strickland on board now and back to the top of the lineup, just what you want.
Yeah, but with 2 outs, Cardinals still have work to do. That pitch to Andrew Young, that one will be popped right to the shortstop, who makes all 3 outs for the Falcons. The Cardinals, they got 1 on. They stranded him. A quick bottom of the 4th inning that was. We head to the 5th. The Cardinals lead 1-0 back here in 60 seconds. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
We welcome you back to Barnes Field. We head into the top of the 5th inning. Tate Lewis will return to the mound for his 5th inning of work as the starting pitcher for the Cardinals. He's given up no runs, just 3 hits. First pitch to the leadoff batter for the Falcons. He'll ground that one over to Strickland, who will throw it over to Beverlin, and that'll be a quick out for the Falcons.
Number 12, Charlie Hable.
A really nice job by Strickland charging that ball, and the speed of Goforth down to first, not enough.
First pitch to the number 9 batter in the lineup, Hable. He'll watch that one go by for strike 1. Lewis gives the nod and the 1-0 delivery. That one right back to Lewis. He'll pull up, throw over to Beverland, and that'll be out number 2. Good reaction by Tate Lewis as the ball came bouncing right back at him. Fields it cleanly and takes the nice easy throw over to first base.
Tate Lewis fielded his position well. He's saved at least 2 infield hits so far today on bunt attempts and attempts by the Falcons to move a runner along after they had a runner on base. Quick conversation there between Bard and Lewis as they get ready to face the top of the lineup one more time here in Kyle Julian.
The first pitch to Julian, a good pitch on the outside for strike number 1. You can see right there, Scott, the importance for pitchers whenever they deliver that pitch. It's important for them to step down and get into a nice ready position. That one gets past Bard. It'll be ball 1.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just staying in the athletic position so you can go ahead and make an attempt to field a bunt or a chopper or anything that comes at you.
1-1 pitch. That one too far outside.
Our sponsors include Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, who are at home starting on the 22nd through the 27th. If you want to go see a good minor league baseball game, it's a great venue down there, just a little over an hour down into Arkansas. Exit 72, my recollection.
That pitch comes in at the knees for strike 2. That next pitch, a chopper foul.
Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College, some of our other sponsors here this evening. Cardinals with a 1-0 lead, trying to keep working the solid pitching of Tate Lewis and solid defense behind him.
A 2-2 count with 2 outs. In the top of the 5th inning, the Cardinals lead 1-0 against the Glendale Falcons. The pitch, and it'll be a swinging strike 3. Ball is dropped over to first to complete the strikeout is the catcher Bard. And I believe that'll be strikeout number 7 for Tate Lewis on the day. An excellent outing he's had. It'll be 3 up, 3 down for the Falcons. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Back here in 60 seconds, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
We welcome you back to Chuck Barnes Field at Cardinals Stadium. The Cardinals will send up batters 2, 3, and 4. And leading off for the Cardinals, the left fielder Carson Myers. He's struck out both times his at-bats. He looks to break that strikeout streak and go on ahead and get on base. First pitch to him at the knees for strike 1. The next pitch, a curveball, upstairs, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch to him, a big swing. He comes up empty.
Myers trying to break the rhythm of Friesen. He's both times now asked for a little extra time as he steps back in the box between pitches.
That one A breaking ball upstairs, fouled back to the screen, and out of play.
See him lift that right hand, get set.
The 1-2 from Friesen. That one fouled back, out of play once again. You can see Friesen, he's working quickly. As soon as the batter's ready, he's in his windup and he's delivering. So these Cardinals are trying to slow him down just a little bit. The windup and the delivery. A curveball got him looking once again. He strikes out for the third time. A pitch up and in. And a dandy at that one. It'll be another strikeout for Friesen. Now up to bat, the designated hitter, Brock Renfro. He reached on a nice single into left field his first time up. First pitch, a breaking ball on the inside at the waist for strike one. Friesen already delivering the next one. A big swing comes up empty, strike two.
Coach Julian for the Falcons in his 7th year said before the season this young man Friesen would be one of the guys they counted on. He went 3-1 last year. There's a shot in the center for a base hit for Renfro. But talking about Friesen, the 3-1 record last year, didn't pitch a lot, but very solid, just a 3.75 ERA, and had that much more experience coming into this year, and you can see it in some of the deliveries and the way he's handled the Cardinals. But Cardinals putting up some hits, 5 hits now on the afternoon.
Still looking for that one big timely hit. First pitch comes inside to Mason Young for strike one.
And to your point, well, they scored their only run on an error. As for the 5th inning in a row now, though, they've put a man on base.
And Friesen is going to step off, have a quick word to his catcher.
Yeah, he wanted to reset on the signs there. Got called for a balk earlier in this game. Didn't cost him.
The 0-1, that one hit right back up the middle once again for another base hit.
Well, you could see the hands of Mason Young staying back that time, waited for that ball to break into the zone. It started on the inside corner and broke over the plate. He just dropped the bat to it, solid single into center field. As Luke Beverland gets set to step in, the 6th hit of the afternoon, and Cardinals have a man in scoring position once again with just one out.
And with a guy like Friesen who throws those breaking balls pretty often, eventually you expect him to maybe hang one. And if he hangs one against the wrong guy, like right here, Beverland, you could be looking at one of those timely hits that you need. First pitch to him was in there for strike one. The next pitch, there's the breaking ball up and in for strike number two.
Yeah, that one had that nice little 12-6 drop on it, the kind of a hard curve that time.
Beverland now got to protect the plate. That one gets away from the catcher. The runners will move up 90 feet. Renfro to third and Young to second.
Yeah, it looked like it came off the foot of the catcher that time, perhaps, in the dirt. And certainly now, if nothing else, Luke Beverland's got to be looking to punch this ball into the right side. The infield will play in with a 1-2 count. He could chop one over their heads, too.
The 1-2 delivery from Friesen. That one hit hard and foul back to the net.
Well, you saw the look of intensity there on Luke Beverland's face, trying to put that one in play.
Wearing the yellow gloves, got the red sleeve on his left arm. Friesen the windup and the 1-2 delivery. That one comes in just a little too low. The crowd for Glendale wants it.
The whole bench stood up over there out of the Glendale dugout as well, looking for that third strike. It's 2-2 instead.
Friesen now slowing down just a little bit. The 2-2 delivery. There's the curveball, and he got Beverland on the inside corner.
You talk about a knee buckler. That's what he threw that time. And it was just high enough. I think maybe Beverland thinking he could have laid off. Instead, it's the third strike and the second out of the inning. Cardinals will have to do something with two with runners at second and third.
The infielders for Glendale back up now to their regular depths. Hudson Bird now tries to get that timely hit for the Cardinals with two runners in scoring position. The 1-0 delivery to him. That one's in there for strike one.
Yeah, you could tell Friesen happy to work out of that jam with Beverland, now coming right after it.
Bird stands still in the box. The 1-1 delivery to him. There's that curveball on the inside, but just a little bit too far inside. It'll be ball two.
He's been willing to throw that any time and any pitch count.
The 2-1 pitch, that one too far outside, ball three.
Don't know what his total pitches count are at the moment, but getting up their ways. Cardinals worked them into some deep counts.
3-1, that one fouled back to the screen. Bird was on it, just a little bit off on the fastball. It'll be a full count. Runners on, second and third, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. The second baseman, Bird, will see the 3-2 delivery. That one rings him up on the outside part of the plate. Friesen works him out of the jam. That'll end the inning for the Cardinals. We'll head to the top of the 6th. The Cardinals strand 2 runners. We'll be back with the top of the 6th inning. Glendale Falcons will return to the plate. Back here in 60 seconds, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Welcome back to Barnes Field here in Webb City, Missouri. Cardinals lead 1-0 as we go to the top of the 6th. And, well, I appreciate you getting the 1 run there in your 3 innings. I was hoping for a couple more there in the bottom of the 5th. But Cardinals pitcher Tate Lewis, going to have to deal with 2, 3, and 4 in the lineup for the Falcons. And these are some important pitches coming up. Norman stands in there and takes strike 1. He has been starting since his freshman year. No surprise when you look at this young man, just a well-built baseball player. And there's a shot right at Strickland for the out. Woo! That was a hot smash off the bat of Norman. To my point, when he gets his arms extended, well, boy, he can crush the ball.
Yeah, he's got some major power, but you don't really got to see it to believe it. Just by looking at him, as you said, you can tell he's an athlete. He can do a lot on the baseball diamond.
Got to bring in Friesen, the pitcher. Left-handed batter, found out a play. Mason Young will play on the green grass in at third against the lefty Friesen. 0-1 pitch. Lewis nods yes. And here it comes in the dirt low, 1-1. Bard Takes a casual step towards the mound to encourage his pitcher, and he'll brush a couple of pieces of dust off his back leg and now gets back in the stretch position where he's pitched from all evening. 1-1, smash down the right field line, foul. Friesen right on top of that off-speed pitch, but that's why you throw it inside, so he'll pull it foul. Now 1-2, Lewis ahead in the count. See if he tries to waste one on Friesen. 1-2 pitch, a chopper to Bird at second, over to Beverland at first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Didn't give him anything to handle, and with a 2-strike count, Friesen had to put that one in play, but 2 up, 2 down. Yates, the shortstop, steps in for the Falcons. Cardinals leading 1-0. And strikeout victim both times so far, Mr. Yates. There's a curveball, got him swinging and missing. Lewis ahead in the count, 0-1. Yates back in the batter's box. Lewis sets and deals. Curveball stays inside. He nods his head yes as he gets a little encouraging sign from his catcher Bard. 1-1 to count. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Lewis brings it home. Another swing and a miss by Yates. Had him offering on an outside pitch that time. Now 1-2. Looking for another strikeout on the shortstop Yates. Here it comes. This one popped up in the just beyond second base. Hudson Bird has it for the 3rd out, and down go the Falcons in order. The 2, 3, and 4 man. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Cardinals lead at 1-0. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Back to Barnes Field as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. The Cardinals will send up the catcher Bryson Bard. He'll be followed by Dawson McMullen and Braden Strickland. 7, 8, 9 men for the Cardinals. They'd love to set the table for the top of the order. It's been Easton Friesen all the way for the Falcons. Tate Lewis holding the Falcons scoreless so far. Cardinals with a 1-0 lead and a strike on Bard to start the bottom of the 6th. Friesen deals the next one. It's outside. Every so often on his fastball, he just gets across his body, and you just got to lay off that outside pitch. Here comes the next one. A shot down to Norman at third. He double pumps, throws it across just in time for the out. That's a third baseman that knows the quality of his arm right there. He took the 2 hops before he fired it across.
Number 18, Dawson McMullen.
But records the first out of the inning. Now Dawson McMullen in there looking to do some damage, like to get on base somehow, some way. And this one popped up. Shortstop Yates calling for it, coming into the infield grass and has it for the out. First pitch swinging that time was McMullen. Sometimes you do that thinking you're not ever going to get a better pitch. That'll bring in Braden Strickland, the Cardinal shortstop. Number 9 man in the order.
Braden Strickland.
Strickland has fouled out to the catcher, and he also worked his way into a walk his last time up.
There's a pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 on Strickland. Here comes the next one quickly from Friesen. Chopper. Norman on a twirl, picks it up and fires to first for the third out. A dandy defensive play there by Sebastian Norman. And down go the Cardinals in order. We go to the top of the 7th. Cardinals lead it 1-0. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Who Hot Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at whohot.com.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep. Whoa, that's helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
We welcome you back to Barnes Field. Scott Boudreau along with Will Hedrick. Luke Taylor back at our studios on a beautiful 64-degree sunny evening here. And the Cardinals hanging on to a 1-0 lead as we go to the top of the 7th. Tate Lewis on the mound for the Cardinals. He'll face Dominic Licata, Graham Satterwhite, and Reed Jackson. See if Lewis can close things out here.
Well, you certainly hope so. He's gone 6 innings doing nearly perfect.
There's a pitch fouled straight back, strike 1. And we've said that a lot here this evening, Will. Strike 1, strike 2, a lot of first strike pitches by Mr. Tate Lewis. A 1 pitch. Fouled back once again. He challenged him. And quickly 0-2 the count on Dominic Licata. Cardinals 6 hits, just the 1 run, 3 hits for. And there's strike 3 on Licata. Threw him a little breaking pitch low and a swing and a miss. First out of the inning here in the 7th.
I want to remind you to stay tuned for our post-game show sponsored by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College.
Satterwhite in there. Takes the first pitch. Ball 1. Here comes the 1-0 in the dirt for ball 2. And Lewis trying to paint the corners on these first couple of pitches. Going to rearrange his landing spot there on the front of the mound. Reset himself and get back in the stretch from whence he's pitched all evening. 2-0 pitch coming. A chopper to Hudson Bird. Up with it. Over to first to Luke Beverland for the out. And nice job of getting right back in rhythm. You could tell that little interlude there between pitches 2 and 3. He just wanted to reset things and then came right back after the batter to get the grounder.
Yeah, sometimes that's That's all you need. Just reset something, maybe dig up on the mound a little bit, make sure it's all good, and get in the right mental space for your pitches.
DH Reed Jackson, the next batter that Lewis will deal with. He throws a breaking pitch way high, 1-0. Jackson with the kind of power that could launch one. Lewis trying to fool him any way he can to just put one in play or strike him out. This one, a shot down the right field line. He had him reaching for that one. And what has Jackson done so far in this ball game? I believe strikeout. And the next one, a ball. It's 2-1 on Reed Jackson with 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Cardinals lead 1-0. Lewis does not want to get much deeper here. He'd like to come right after him. Here's a fastball in there for a strike. It's 2-2. Challenged him right at the knees that time. Now let's see what he wants for an out pitch. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. A chopper down to third. Young up with it. Over to Beverland for the out, and down go the Falcons as Lewis with a complete game and a 1-0 victory for the Cardinals. We'll go ahead and take a 3-minute break here. Back with our postgame show after this. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
None of us wants our most secret conversations revealed. We don't want the curtain pulled back on things we've said over the phone, yet God knows every word we say and every thought we think. The Bible tells us the secrets we've whispered in the dark will someday be proclaimed for all to hear. On that day, we will each be held accountable. However, Jesus died to help us, to purge the record of every person who asks Him for forgiveness. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
So there I was, sitting next to my nephew playing on his Etch-a-Sketch pad. We had so much fun drawing fun and silly pictures together. But the cool thing was that if we messed up, we just hit the start over button. Lots of people wish they could do that with life, and that's exactly what God did for us. He sent Jesus to die for our sins so that you and I could have a second chance, a clean slate. To find out more, call 1-888-NEED-HIM. 888-NEED-HIM.
You know, my friend Matt and I have been best buds since the 2nd grade. You see, Matt has lived a pretty rough life. His dad just got up and left when he was 6. His mom got cancer when he was 14. And his girlfriend basically dumped him for no reason. But you know what? There's something different about Matt. You see, he's not mad at the world because of what happened. He goes to church and he says that we weren't made to do this alone. I want what he has. Do you? Call 1-888-NEED-HIM.
As the Cardinals win it tonight over the Glendale Falcons, 1-0. That one run coming in the third. The Cardinals put up 6 hits, stranded half a dozen runners in the ball game, but capitalized on the 2 errors that the Falcons made. At times just getting runners aboard, but a critical one there on a grounder up the middle. Kind of had a odd spin on it. Yates, the shortstop, unable to handle it. And Cardinals able to plate that run and be joined here by head coach Andrew Donig. Our postgame show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. And, Coach, you guys faced a tough pitcher here this afternoon, and he may have given up 6 hits, but, boy, he had you guys off balance. And I know you got to be happy about squeezing a run across.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know if one was going to win it. I mean, we talked before the game with their coach and stuff, and they've been struggling a little bit on offense too. And so you never know if sometimes one's going to be enough. But today it was. I mean, their kid just kind of kept us off balance. He was throwing all kinds of stuff for strikes, and we had fits trying to get it. But yeah, 6 hits. It didn't seem like that, but just getting one across is all that matters if you don't give up any.
In that first inning, I thought Tate Lewis showed what he wanted to do. And then to carry it 7 innings forward, and I'm talking about first pitch strikes and first and second pitch strikes. Just staying ahead in the count all evening.
Yeah, Coach Miles and I were talking right after that game, and he never got to a 3-ball count.
That's right.
I mean, that's when you're forcing the ball in the strike zone and getting on both sides of the plate and throwing your fastball and breaking ball for a strike. And I mean, I don't know how many sliders he threw first pitch for a strike. I mean, that changes a lot of at bats and. I mean, that's an unbelievable job by him. I mean, he got on the mound and got after it. He throws a ton of strikes. He gets in there and competes. I mean, so that was, they've got some fantastic hitters in their lineup. So I mean, they do a lot. They do a great job. I mean, they had a kid lead off trying to bunt, and Tate got off the mound and got it. Yeah, another kid with a bunt, and so yeah, good day for Tate. That's his 2nd shutout in a row, complete game shutout. So I mean, we'll take it.
Well, that was the other thing we noted was, that first inning has to field a bunt right away, but. Just shows how athletic he is, too, and always ready to be involved. And if you're going to ask your defense to play behind you, sometimes you just do it by example first.
Yeah, I mean, he had that field the one bunt, field the comebacker, field another one later. So, Tate's an Energizer bunny out there. I mean, he got more energy than anybody else, so sometimes it's hard to contain it. But, today he put it all in the right place and kind of gave our guys a little bit of spark that we needed.
And you talk about defense, sometimes it's that ball picked up in the dirt. I thought your first baseman saved a couple for your throwers as well at times.
Yeah, he had a couple of good picks over there, and that's what it's about. I mean, if we just, we talk about, playing catch is a 2-person game. One person throws it, the other guy's got to catch it. So, even if they don't give you a fantastic throw, you got to catch it on the opposite end. So, I mean, our catchers do that every single pitch, and we ask our first baseman to do it sometimes. So, I mean, he had a couple of them today that worked out for us.
Your leadoff guy and your leaders on this team, guys like Young and Renfro, put themselves on base. There wasn't an inning you guys didn't put a man on base. Even though you scored just the one run, how important is that for the rest of the ball club just to see that?
It's really, I mean, it sets the table for everything we do. Andrew does obviously he's in that spot for a reason. He does a great job getting himself on base by a walk or, a hit or hit by a pitch. And, we didn't do a great job getting him over at times. He'll steal some bases, on his own and things like that. We've got to be a little bit better in the short game, just butting guys over, and we work on that a lot. But it's a little bit tougher out here than it is in practice. But yeah, I mean, those guys getting on base and Renfro, if you can get him to second base, Renfro's got a chance to single, and Andrew's going to score pretty much everywhere on a single. So I mean, that's what we want, and we're not going to hit doubles out, and home runs this year. So we got to find a way to small ball people to death.
Well, a good outing all the way around. A solid 1-0 victory. And, Coach, you're now 4-1 against the COC East as kind of taking care of the upper I-44 gang so far. You come right back here. Your next ball game coming up Thursday. It'll be at Kickapoo. What do you expect out of the Kickapoo Chiefs?
Oh, man, Coach Hauser is he's a fantastic individual. And their assistant coaches are great guys. And, I mean, they will be very well coached. They will do everything the right way. They will play great defense. They will throw tons of strikes, and they will do everything. They won't, they're not going to get up there and give you easy outs at the plate. So we're going to have to show up and play. And that's just what makes our conference so great and so good, is that every game's tough, and you're going to face good teams all the way through, and that's kind of how we wanted to build it for the postseason. So we're excited to go up there on Thursday and play. You
and I talked before the ball game. I said, well, how you playing? You said, well, good, bad, a little of everything, but this has got to be the kind of victory that gives you the confidence even going into another ball game against a talented Kickapoo team.
I hope so. I hope our kids see that we can, that we can play. If we play well, that we can win games and we can beat almost anybody. We've had some games. We played early with Nixon, and that thing was close until about the fourth inning, and they're a great team too. And so we just want our kids to see if they come out and they compete their hardest and they do what we ask them to do, and they show up with a lot of energy, that we got a chance to win. And so I think we've kind of started to do that over the last week or so. We had one little hiccup this last weekend, and that's just going to kind of happen over the course of the season. But, I hope these kids can see that, man, if we get on the mound and throw strikes and we put the ball in play and do some good things, will happen for us.
Well, Coach, congratulations on the victory, and appreciate the visit. Good luck next time out.
Thank you.
We'll take our final break here, come back and wrap things up. You're listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The news offers regular reminders that there is no peace in this world. But while real peace may not be possible on a global scale, Billy Graham says it is possible within your heart.
The Bible teaches that we're going to confront harsh realities. Well, some of you will say, well, it won't happen to me, but it will sooner or later, because there comes a time when we all suffer. But in the midst of whatever it is, Christ is with you if you know him. He said, peace I leave with you, my peace I give unto you. There's the peace of God if you have peace with God. That's yours. Christ is with us in the midst of our troubles and our difficulties and our hardships.
We can tell you more about the unshakable peace that God offers you at findpeacewithgod.net. Findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Final time, the Cardinals win it here 1-0. Our postgame show has been brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. Will, one final comment.
Well, comment's going to have to be about Tate Lewis. Coach Doning talked about him. That's his second complete game shutout. He's been coming along very, very nicely this season. I think he's going to be one heck of a pitcher for the Cardinals later on this year.
So for Luke Taylor back at our studios, for Will Hedrick, this is Scott Boudreau saying good night from Barnesfield. The Cardinals win it 1-0. We now join In Touch with Charles Stanley. You've been listening to Cardinal Baseball on the KNEO and Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.